Are we on now? We're live now. We're late because of we're late because of Quez. We're like 25
This is
minutes late.
hilarious. So we're late because of you. When it's your turn to me, when we're late because of you, you have nothing to say, right? This is just
We're late because of Quez. Almost 20
y'all be all right.
late.
Y'all be okay.
21 minutes late.
We have no viewers right now. 30 seconds into our show. Normally we're at least at 5 of y'all. It'd be like 5 of y'all by now. But here we are.
Just one. There you go. Boom. You gotta relax. You're coming.
Oh, thanks, Dan.
I haven't shared anything. Not saying
this is Quez's fault tonight.
You'll be fine. It'll be fine. All right.
Glad to see you back this week, Dan. We almost didn't make it because Ja didn't want to start the show on time. Sheesh. I need y'all to write in the HR about the professionalism of this podcast. If you have a problem, follow Jacque on Facebook and send in all of your grievances.
Star, I thought you would be HR, no?
No, you gotta send it to Jacque. He sounds more like HR. Jacque.
Okay, heard you. Technically, you're the problem, but you know, we're gonna talk about me.
No, you're living in the past. I'm living in present day, and today you're the reason why we're late.
I'm the reason why we're late. Just me.
Yeah. Today, yes, absolutely.
Okay.
And you've been so good the past 2 weeks. I give it to you. You've been ahead of the game. You've been sending out.
So the one time I decide to like slack off and not come here on time, that's when you want to talk shit, right?
It's not like you slacked a little. We're 25 minutes late.
I don't get two fucks. All right, listen.
That is a sitcom worth of slacking.
A sitcom worth of slacking. Listen, tell a friend that we are here.
Of Seinfeld.
All right. Who the fuck watches Seinfeld?
It is, and that's why we're late, because he was doing nothing. It'd be a whole episode about nothing. That's what Seinfeld is.
Yo, you know what? Can you talk shit? Go ahead. Talk more shit. I dare you. What else you want to say?
Everybody who's tuned in right now, Dan and friends, please do us a favor and share this podcast. We want to go live real quick. We're gonna, because we don't want to hold you up any longer, because we've almost held you up in half hour. Thanks to Jacque.
No, we cannot do the show. You want to do that? Don't you want to do that? Like, I'm thinking about it. You know what I'm saying? Just slightly thinking about it. You know what I'm saying? If I don't got to deal with you.
Make sure you share the broadcast. Let people know we're here tonight. We're talking all things list. You know, I put the T on list. A lot of people don't do that. Cody Rhodes can't do it.
Wow. Wow.
Dude, if someone has a speech impediment, you shouldn't make fun of that.
Oh, that's what you
would know, right?
What?
Okay.
It's hilarious. You know what?
Cody Rhodes can't even say speech impediment.
What the fuck?
The holy heel, bro.
The holy heel is right.
I can't speech impediment.
Yo, you know what? You're going to hell for that. Not you, but I mean, you're not. Now I think about it. No, you're not. Never mind. You're saved. It's fate. That's crazy. Man's just saying whatever he wants, and he just be like, God, just allow me. Like in my British voice, allow me.
I only speak the truth. It just sounds crazy because people don't want to say it, so I just say it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Man said a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
I won't say shit, but you know what I'm saying. You said a lot of stuff.
It's all truth. It's all truth.
Whose truth?
It's just the truth.
Not like, ours.
People with lisp can't even say the word lisp.
You didn't even see what I did there. Never mind.
Right? That's kind of messed up that they called it a lisp when
they can't say the word lisp. Exactly.
Lisp.
Well, that's not my fault that, you know what I'm saying, people speaking with speech impediment, like, you know what I'm saying, like that chick that twerked until the last day on this earth song, you know what I'm saying?
We done lost 2 viewers just now. I think they may have lisp. Maybe we should stop. Are we wrong right now? Are y'all gonna cancel us for talking about speech impediments?
I mean, y'all can cancel us for that because I'm not gonna talk about this government shit.
Hey, I don't want to get canceled for talking about speech impediments.
Can we talk about governments? No.
My grandfather had a stutter, and then out of nowhere, he gave his life to Christ, and he lost his stutter. That was his God experience.
I think
Does you mean God experience?
I find that very hard to believe. I think he just lost his stutter through speaking well. But
I think he just lost his step.
And your lack of relationship with God, man, you got to develop one. Dark Cat trying to tell you, brother.
You know what I'm saying? That's how you guys do. You know what I'm saying? Like
Jaquez's mother keeps him real close to God. He's in a praying house.
That's hilarious. Oh man, that's funny. And you know, the only thing we're gonna get close to God in this show tonight is your video that's gonna be debuting. So that's all good. I'm about ready to start the show now. So yeah.
Came back. Thank you for coming.
The following program is rated TV MAL. It contains strong language and is intended only for mature audiences.
Yo, how's everybody doing? I don't know why that's the picture right now. It should be this. And after that, it should be us. You know why? Because we're here.
We apologize that Dark Cat unmuted his screen a little early, so you heard his background noise during the intro. We're trying to get our professionalism together. Jaquez has to start on the show a half hour late. Dark Cat doesn't have a background.
I don't. Also, can you send me my background? I'm using a different computer.
Well, you should already have it. That's your fault.
It's in the chat. Just go to the Facebook chat.
Go to the chat.
Was good. Shout out to the Rated R DJ TO in the comment section tonight. Yeah, man. So that's what we're doing. Well, we are talking about the fact that Cody Rhodes can't even say speech impediment. So it's sad that he has a speech impediment.
Well, first things first, I'm gonna need you guys to do us a little favor, and that's click on the link in the video description so that way you can access all of our content.
Now he wants to be professional.
You guys could always follow us on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram at the Wolfpack Wrestling Podcast, on Twitch at WHOISQU3Z, where I stream gaming and also this podcast. You can also click onto this QR code. Yeah. So
If anybody on here is solely always on Facebook, we thank you for that. But do me a favor, can you go over to YouTube and subscribe? Even if you never watch over there, just go over to YouTube and subscribe. We're very close to the partnership where we could do more things on YouTube and different things like that. So we're excited about that. We're only 20-something, not even. We're less than 20 episodes away from 100 episodes.
We're actually just up with 19 away.
We might make it Because I keep asking them to Mustafa Ali me, and nobody wants to Mustafa Ali me.
Why would I do that? Why would I do that?
I just want to get canned in the
It's
middle
like
of
Mustafa, you're not getting your release, brother.
You know what I'm saying? Well, why would you want to get released when you just released a music video? How about that?
I did.
Yeah, you want to get to your music video? Want to introduce it and debut it real quick?
Hey, everybody, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna debut Jared Allstar's new music video to his song "The Heartbeat" off of my album JJ. I didn't know we were starting this so early, but I'm excited. Let me know what you think. I'm gonna put the link in the comments so y'all can grab that.
Someone just subscribe. Shout out to you. I just got the notification on YouTube. This is great.
Thank you very much. So without further ado, here is the video for my record. Yeah.
Let's go.
You know the spirit. Check your watch. Oh, it's start time. Went home like Saul seen the street light. They be lying, I was Samson in a street fight. I was high off the spirit, that's a free flight. Karina, blowing through the green lights. We be on go, we don't roll dice. That's the sword of the earth, full of those fights. God said, if you smell it loud, that's the real rock. Rapping with the ghost, gotta sound like D-Block. We the humble ones. These rappers rap waste, that's a cummerbund. Life is like a beach and I love the sun. That's a lot of bloodlines about the number one. Tell them God reigns. Can I get a witness? No LeBron James. They be walking on the star trying to find fame. They were looking for the power till they found Cain.
You really think I'm stupid, huh?
I know God's able. They take a lot of pics trying to find angles. I broke a couple hips trying to fight angels. Had to pull the straps down like I'm Kurt Angle. That's a big change. We were in the field trying not to get tagged, not a kick game. Had to switch lanes. Before I added Jared, everybody only knew me by my nickname. Elder Haynes knew I'd be a pastor from a jet. I was focused on the scars, they were focused on the whip. I was focused on the blood, they were focused on the crown. I was reaching up a ham, they were focused on the crowd. I thought I was Zacchaeus. And getting high off the tree would help me see Jesus. Lately, I've been acting like I'm Jeremiah. Everything we've been feeling fire.
That's a proud moment in my heart because a long time ago, I knew what title meant, what it was to be the best in what you are. I lived on the east side. I grew up on a street that wasn't paved to a couple years ago. I fought, scratched for everything that I wanted.
Word turn flesh is an Eli. Man, in every picture that they painting, I can see lies. The kingdom should be bigger than the beehive. Me, I started getting over sin when I was knee-high. Usher in the church, had to take it nice and slow. James Hole, every Sunday we knew God was in control. It's the Holy Ghost, plus the God that's out here saving souls. Brother, you don't know the half, but it's how he made us whole. I normally break bread on first Sunday. We don't play with the word, we let the word play. They on the fence with the word, it's like sword play. They ain't make the star, God did that on the fourth day. Gospel. You know the spirit. Gotta be the doer of the word when you hear it. Know the spirit. If you know the words, you know the lyrics. Psalm 27:1, you shouldn't fear it.
All right, there we go. Heartbeat. Video. Let's go.
Thank y'all, bro. That was so dope.
That was fire. That was definitely fire. Definitely fire. All right, so let me just put this background music back on. Now we can get into this wrestling stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because hip hop and wrestling goes well together. You know what I'm saying? It's like Swerve, you know, being that, you know, black guy for us that's going to dominate, you know what I'm saying, the wrestling for us, because, you know, Swerve's that guy. It's not Moose. It's Swerve. So, on that note, welcome to episode 81, where Mommy's on top. I like that. So the first thing we're going to do, you know what I'm saying, is what we like doing on this show, and it's time to play some games and some hot takes.
No, that's not what we like doing on the show. This is what Jaquez likes doing on the show.
You're a hater, okay? Just enjoy. Anyway, so first game, rank these guys. Now, I was going to put Undisputed Era in there, you know what I'm saying? But we're just going to go with these three. Judgment Day, Bloodline, and Evolution. Who did it better?
Got to be a fan of all three, but I will put the Bloodline at number 1, Evolution 2, and Judgment Day at 3, just because they haven't.
Agreed.
But the Bloodline.
If I'm being honest, I'm putting the Shield at 1. Roman Reigns did it twice. Roman did it twice for all you Roman haters.
But this is for factions, not the 3-man group. Okay.
Doesn't matter. He did it twice.
Good point. He did do it twice.
So you go automatic is Bloodline first.
Yeah.
And Evolution second.
That's for us. Yeah. Heel down here. He said Evolution first, then he put Bloodline. You know what I'm saying? I'm not mad at that. For me, I feel like the Bloodline resonates a little more with myself. Because I'm black out my wrestling, and Samoans are close. They're close enough.
I believe in like 5, 7, 10 years from now, the Bloodline will be looked at like the NWO, like DX.
So Samoans are close, which is telling me, right?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so let's just backpack out of this and just go straight to this. So Hot Take a Pancake is saying the fans think that something is missing after Dwayne Johnson's waxwork is unveiled.
Yeah, his melanin. Yeah.
Are you sure that he's lacking the melanin? Because
yes, if you look at the picture right next to it, he has color.
But how black is The Rock? What are you talking about?
Listen, The Rock is actually half African American. So this is a bad.
Is he though? Is he though?
He actually is.
Us, bro.
Is he really?
What kind of question is this?
Next.
Everyone said no comment. It's the truth. Like, I'm sorry, right? Am I lying? Is he really?
Yes, you are clearly lying. Like, The Rock is half African American.
I am not lying whatsoever. Okay, I think that you guys are just hating me. That's all. All right. Give me 1 second. Just trying to find something real quick. So, with that being said, the WWE has signed a lot of former women basketball players, right? So, if you guys can start a starting 5 out of these players and someone on the bench, who's your starting 5 and what positions?
The Cavender twins, who aren't pictured in this picture.
Why the hell would I care about them? I'm talking about these ladies right here.
They are also signed to WWE.
And they just came from playing college basketball.
And they are better basketball players than most of the women in this picture.
Wow.
You got to put Nia at center, right? Because she's like the Shaq of the team.
No, you're not. No, you're not. You're putting Lash Legend at center. I'm putting
Raquel. I mean, but y'all listen. Y'all allowed to put whatever y'all want.
Trash in college, bro. I've actually seen some of them play. Raquel was horrible.
Oh, you going by that? I was just going by like you know.
No, I'm putting Lash Legend at center. I'm putting Bianca at a cool power forward. And then I'm putting the Cavender twins at the 3 and the 2, and my point guard will probably have to be. Bailey looked like she was a dope point guard back in the day,
right? She looks like Steve Nash in that picture.
Yeah,
that's racist. She's Puerto Rican, but all right. So for me, how I'm going to do this is I'm gonna go with Kaden Carter. That's the point. Bianca Belair as a shooting guard. I will put Lash Legend as small forward. Jade as a power forward. Raquel as a center. And Bailey as my backup point guard. We going to the chip.
I'm going to go Raquel at the 4, Nia at the 5, Bailey at the 1, Legend at the 2.
Legend's like 6'4". In women's basketball, she's like literally a big man.
Oh, no, you're right. But Raquel got the muscle, so does Nia. So like they're gonna be. So the Legends.
Legend would dunk on both of them in real life, and that's how I feel about.
I'm not doing this with y'all.
She was a WNBA basketball player. It's disrespectful for either one of you to not put Lash Legend as the star of the team.
No. She's playing the WNBA and she's the best player, 100%.
Man, what is you talking about?
She played in the WNBA. Which, by the way, Shout out to the Liberty, who were the Eastern Conference champions, but lost last night to the Aces.
I can't say this, but that's crazy.
It sounds too much. If we add an L, that comment gets really taken out of context.
It kind of do, but yes, it's
Liberty, like I was saying, women's basketball. For all you haters who don't support female sports, it was a dope series, and it was the game last night was crazy. I feel like we got robbed, but that's neither here nor there.
I think the Liberty were a little bit outmatched.
I mean, that's neither here nor there, bro. Last night we lost by 1, and then the Aces celebrated on our home court like they beat us by 30. I didn't appreciate the celebration. I didn't. You only won by 1.
They did the same thing last year, though. They go hard when they win.
So, you guys have to erase one from WWE history.
You already know what I'm thinking.
The Rock.
The Rock. I don't want it to sound like we hating on The Rock, but The Rock.
The Rock, very similar to CM Punk, was not in wrestling in the WWE for that long. Once again. So, The Rock. Steve Austin is longevity. Shawn Michaels is longevity. The Undertaker is like 100,000 years old. Like, so there's
that's fucked up. This guy's not that old. He's not that old. All right.
He's taking on the souls of all the people he's beat. He's super old.
You calling this man fucking Shang Tsung or something? Like,
yeah, that's what the Undertaker is, the wrestling Shang Tsung.
Gotcha. So Bryan Danielson and Will Ospreay are making Wrestler of the Year race absolutely impossible. Regardless of the ranking, is hard not to consider these two the very best pro wrestlers on the planet today. So if you guys had to say who's the better pro wrestler or best in the world, are you guys going with Will Ospreay or Bryan Danielson?
This is very simple. Will Ospreay is the best wrestler in the world. Daniel Bryan is having the best wrestling year out of the two. He has more matches. Like, Will Ospreay is obviously like the future of wrestling, like currently the best wrestler in the world, like hands down. Like, he's a main event like every time. We get it. Daniel Bryan is putting in a little more work. He's putting in more work with the feuds he's been having, and then having matches weekly, and they're always bangers. Daniel Bryan's work ethic makes him this year's top wrestler, although Will Ospreay is the best in the world.
I actually was thinking about this the other day. I'm gonna go with Gunther, man. He wasn't even on the picture, but I think I'm gonna go with Gunther.
Yeah.
What the fuck does Gunther have to?
Okay, see, here's why. No. Here's what makes me mad, because you're such a big advocate for Collision, and the fact that Daniel Bryan like has been carrying that show at times on certain nights here, especially recently with FTR not being there, and then you get on this show and you say Gunther. Not that Gunther isn't great or having a good year. You think Gunther has had bigger matches or matches that are more meaningful than Will Ospreay going against legends and winning his matches, and Daniel Bryan literally having classics with anybody. They're pulling Joe Schmoes off the corner, and he's having bangers with him. It doesn't matter who he steps in the ring with.
I'm agreeing with you. What I'm saying is,
what are you saying?
In a month and a half from now, we're going to break it down who's the best in the world. And right now, Gunther's putting on those matches. And honestly, my fandom for Collision hasn't been on point as much as it used to be for obvious reasons. So,
wait, so you stopped watching Collision because
I didn't stop watching Collision.
I figured as much. You know what? You're a bitch. I'm just gonna call it. Not just saying you, but the whole fucking fan base has been doing this whole boycott bullshit because your man's got fired. Is crazy.
No,
y'all are crazy.
No one's boycotting anything.
It sounds like you are.
It sounds like you are.
No, Collision is just something that we catch on DVR. Maybe
that
the next day.
There's a group.
There's a group. That's it. It's only a group.
There's a group.
Myself.
Using the cult of personality.
Yeah, there you go. You did it. Gunther is, without a shadow of a doubt, yes, a top 5 wrestler, top 3 and he's
probably running away,
and he's probably 3, because just like if we stack the matches, just now you showed a brief picture, and Daniel Bryan has 4 to 7 more matches than Will Ospreay had this year. So already, I'm telling you, Daniel Bryan, like there's no question about that. The 8 matches compared to the 15 tells me Daniel Bryan, because out of those 15 Daniel Bryan matches, he has not had a bad match. But
not one of them was bad. Not one was mediocre.
Not one bad match. Not one. And then when I look at Will Ospreay, yes, he has every match is a banger as well. It's not as a frequent because of where he's at and how he moves. And I get that. He keeps himself a hot commodity. And with that said, that makes him the greatest in the world. He deals with himself. Y'all get mad, man. Y'all get mad at Roman Reigns all the time for keeping himself hot by keeping himself exclusive. And won't get mad at Will Ospreay, who has half the matches Daniel Bryan has, and is still being compared as the wrestler of the year.
And it's literally the same thing.
You know what's funny when you mention Roman Reigns? This goes into another hot take of Pancake, but he's saying I've not been on the job. See how I segue that I'm on vacation doing whatever you think I've been doing, but that's the thing. You don't know what I've been doing. You know what I've been doing? I've been in the lab, the movement lab, training my ass off in pure Roman fashion. So the fact of the matter is, Gunther's not that guy. He's up there, but he's not that guy.
He's top 5.
Top 5.
I'm not going to take that away from Gunther. He's the longest reigning Intercontinental Heavyweight Champion of the world.
Hey, shout out to Ruthless Lala in the chat. I see.
Wow.
Lala.
Oh, I just interviewed
Love Lala.
She was talking real heavy. I just want to say
about Lala. Oh, I gotta hit you. Yo, Lala, come on to the podcast on time. Respond. Like, that's crazy. I didn't even know that because I didn't get the chance to watch the interview yet.
Oh yeah, no, she was talking heavy. They supposed to have, I think they about to have their rubber match or whatever, and she said that clothesline ain't gonna do nothing. That was her exact word. Well, she used a vulgarity, but I don't cuss. She said that clothing line ain't gonna do nothing. That clothesline ain't gonna do nothing. And I was like, yo, that's crazy. You gonna say that to her like that? That's crazy.
Who's this? Shout out to my boy Rick Reyes. He says, no, I'm not kicked out of any groups. Not yet. I'm good. No trouble for me. So speaking of the hot takes and pancakes, your boy LA Knight says, I will go ahead and say this is probably the quickest climb in history of the business. Maybe I'm off base if someone on Twitter out there wants to correct me.
All right, I would like to be the person on Twitter to correct him. I'm gonna go to my Twitter. I'm gonna go on my Twitter right now.
You don't think that the man who literally in a year's time is not the fastest growing superstar?
I want to go to my Twitter right now and show LA Knight. No, I just no. Hold on. I'm gonna go because I need to remind LA Knight. I'm gonna tweet him at LA Knight. You started wrestling in 2003. You're 42 years old. This was not a fast come up.
Wow, the hate is real. You know, Sammy already endorsed him, right?
Who's Sammy?
Sami Zayn. He endorsed him. He said, like, out of everything you've been through, you deserve to be the one. He said, you deserve to be the one to dethrone Roman Reigns.
They are peers. He's not endorsing him. They are the same. He is not.
Do you honestly think that LA Knight shouldn't be the one to,
no.
beat Roman?
Bro, stop it right now, bro. Stop it right now, bro.
Yeah! Yeah!
LA Knight, LA Enforcer, I'm never lying. This is what I was telling them in the pre-show. I get called a heel because of the truth. And that's the crazy part. Mr. Clean will tell you. I ain't lying.
I mean, the all-time statement's crazy. Dude, Brock. Look at Brock's career.
Brock wasn't...
From the time he got called up from OVW to the time he won the belt was crazy quick, right? It was within a year. Youngest world champ.
Brock had a fast push.
Way faster than LA Knight, who's also been wrestling for 20 years.
Yeah, I'm about to say we're not doing this. LA Knight has been wrestling.
I thought it doesn't count unless you're in the WWE.
Nobody said that. Nobody on this show said that, so I don't know who you're throwing that at. Nobody.
I'm not saying no one on the show said. I'm just saying, but
no, not correct.
Antonio's correct. Guy's trolling right now.
And of course, Ja's trolling. Terry, Ja's always trolling.
I'm not trolling. I'm telling the truth.
Always.
All right. So that being said, Mark Henry has something to say as regards to LA Knight when it came to Cena. He says the number one thing was Cena was drawing attention to himself. This is from SmackDown. And you simply cannot do that when something bigger is going on in the ring. So, I mean, do y'all feel like Cena was like drawing more attention to himself than LA Knight during that segment?
Mark Henry has officially joined the list of people that I don't want to hear from in wrestling.
Stop! He did nothing wrong.
What do you mean he did nothing wrong? Mark Henry is only good for one thing on AEW. And now it's time for our main event.
That was actually a terrible statement. John Cena took a back seat. He was like chilling in the corner. Dude, John Cena is John Cena. He's going to attract attention regardless. But he wasn't taking attention away from LA Knight.
If LA Knight, the fastest rising, hottest star in wrestling, can't keep the attention when John Cena is in the ring, well, I think that LA Knight, who is probably 2 years younger than John Cena, like they were definitely in the same high school, should go.
Stop. You gotta relax. Okay, you really gotta relax. Like you're doing way too. Drink your water. You're doing way too much right now. Okay.
Oh,
all right. I mean, speaking of Cena, he says, "I wish I was still in WWE every day. My body can't do it anymore, and I don't want to give the consumer a bad product."
He's lying.
Here's my thing.
Lying.
Then stop showing the fuck up.
No, he's lying. He's just lying.
Because that's a lie. The strike is over. So
it's not over.
Why do you keep coming on this show reporting that? Why?
Stop lying to our customers and our consumers.
Hold on.
Our fans.
This
is the Wolfpack family.
I'm going to give you my insight, what I was told. I was told by
shout out to Coltrane who just followed us on
security
Twitch.
for Shonda Rhimes. Shonda Rhimes security guard said, "Hey, the strike is over. We're good to go." Why am I talking to Shonda Rhimes security guard? I don't know, but I was told by Shonda Rhimes.
It's Darkhead TFZ. The Darkhead TFZ.
You Howie now, nigga? What the fuck is going on here?
Well, I
Dark Howie? Is that you?
You know, I was told, but Shonda Rhimes does Grey's Anatomy, all those other crazy sitcoms or whatever, and her main security.
You want to click? It's about John Cena's line, but like what? Like what? Who? Nigga.
But if Cena doesn't come back, I'm right?
All
Listen.
right, so hot, fresh off the press, Dark Cat went ran down Shonda Rhimes, who is the famed writer and director, for those who don't know, of Bridgerton, How to Get Away with Murder, Scandal, and of course Grey's Anatomy.
Correct.
He met her bodyguard, and the bodyguard told him that the strike, because he just felt like telling Dark Cat that day, the strike is over.
You know what? You should have been at Comic-Con. You should have been the one that ran into fucking Sasha Banks.
Interview. I want to ask Shonda Rhimes' bodyguard all the ins and outs of Hollywood right now. I want to know everything.
I'll call him right now. I don't know if he's gonna pick up, but I'll call him right now.
Oh, you know him?
You know him. You got his phone number. Oh, you fancy.
We were talking about something for business. It was crazy, but I'll call him.
Business.
Oh, you connected. You got the number.
You got money, huh? Oh snap! Don't shake the table now.
Tell me what the next Bridgerton is about when you find out. Don't tell the world. Just call me and be like, "Yo, this next season," because I want to know.
Don't even want to watch it. Just like get a quick update. But yeah, when I speak about Shorty right here, shout out to Mercedes. Looking like the most sexiest iPhone I've ever seen.
Yes, go ahead and hit on Mercedes.
I'll say this: she's wearing the most sexiest iPhone covers I've ever seen. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, whatever. You just doing that because your girl is watching. Sis is watching right now.
Anyway, the most beautifulest fucking iPhone cover I've ever seen.
Now you're being sexist. You're being bodyist once again.
First of all, whoa. Bodyist? The fuck is a bodyist?
You're being bodyist.
I'm racist against bodies now.
No, you're body shaming her, and that's a bodyist.
I'm not body shaming. Just because she has a body of an iPhone does not mean that I'm body shaming her. I'm just saying, can I go on and talk? Anyway, Mercedes Moné was at Comic-Con when some weird-ass fan came up to her saying along the lines that I know that you left WWE because of creative issues. And some people were upset because the way that she responded to him and corrected him.
Can I say what I was upset at?
I'm not going to play the video, but let's see.
Can I say what I was upset at? I was upset at two things. One, I was upset at her voice. I detest her accent. I don't like people's accent, especially from John's favorite city for some reason, Boston. People from Boston have the absolute worst accent in the world. There was something on social media that came out that said New Yorkers, that's us, that we had the worst accent in the world or something crazy like that. As if Boston doesn't exist or Baltimore doesn't exist. As if these places don't exist.
What did you call it? Baltimore?
Well, that's what they call it. I'm calling it what they call it. So with that said, this her accent. Number two thing that bothered me. See, I'm married, y'all. So I rock a wedding ring so people know of the commitment.
I know you was about to go, bro. Like, you gotta stop.
that I made to my wife.
She has her ring on somewhere.
Has no tattoo. Like, if you look at John Moxley, Renee Paquette, people who are married in wrestling, you see a tattoo. You see a black band. You see something that lets you know that they're married. Mercedes shows us no type of loyalty to any type of wrestling company, to her husband, to a costume, to a culture, or to a place.
What? What is wrong with you? Are you okay? What was your sex?
No, Star has a point. To be married and to not acknowledge you're married at all is kind
Why are y'all caring about her acknowledging this?
She's disloyal. You know why she told the fan he don't know what he's talking about? Because she was the disloyal one. I've come to believe that she was
Jada Pinkett and Jace.
That's right.
I know this nigga did not just compare Mercedes Moné to Jada Pinkett.
Yes. Mercedes is the Jada Pinkett of wrestling. Absolutely. As you got the black person clap from me just now. Absolutely. Yo, Kent, you have never been so wrong in the world. Bro, I just called you wrong, but you're so right. That's how right you are. I'm so confused. You nailed that.
Yo, you know what?
That's bro, like,
all I'm gonna say is that she put the fan in the place, because for him to be like, well, why not? Why can't you tell me? It's like, how are you so entitled to demand a response from this woman, but you also want her to give you a fucking autograph on a picture?
The fan
that's her job. Because I'm asking you a wrestling question, and you don't have to be rude to me because you're so disloyal.
Was she really rude? She was not rude. She's being a genuine herself.
Out there now because she's rude.
First of all, she's rude to her husband on the daily.
On the daily.
I don't think
why are y'all still talking about this woman's husband?
I don't think she was rude to the fan, because the fan was trying to get some like exclusive, trying to like get some kind of clickbait shit going, and she put him in his place. Fine.
You know why we don't hear about Mercedes' husband anymore? Because when Mercedes left WWE, because she had to make her stand, she turned around and she looked at her people, and she looked at her husband, and she gave him the Jada Pinkett face, and he slapped Vince McMahon. And now we don't even know where he at.
You know what? You know what? I'm gonna just move on. I'm gonna move on because you're fucking bugging out. You need to relax. You need to relax.
Where is Mercedes' husband?
Exactly. I don't know. Why does that matter?
Find him.
I don't need. Why? I don't need to acknowledge that man.
No, she does.
That's the problem.
Yo, I'm moving on. So Kofi was asked about Big E. He said he's really is almost back to 100% feeling wise. It could have been a lot worse. I'm just happy that he is able to live his life with a level of happiness and health. So kind of what y'all saying is you want Kofi Kingston to basically teach fucking Sasha Banks or Mercedes Moné to basically do the same type of loyalty he has with Big E to her husband. But either way, I'm gonna let that rock. This is dope for Big E. However, for those that don't know, he has been, said to not wrestle and he has to retire. So we're not going to talk about. Did someone just say sewing in her wardrobe?
He's not even doing that anymore, bro. She met a dude.
Stop it!
Met a dude while she was in Japan. She met a dude that literally silk creates the silk. Like she don't pay him.
You're being messy. I know which man you're talking about that we always see her with at AEW events and shit. You got to stop,
bro. That's who she met.
That's probably her manager.
And now she gets her clothes from Japan. And granted, her husband is Asian, I believe. Is he Filipino? He may be back in the Philippines. I don't know what happened to homie. I don't know. I have not seen homie since Instagram circa 2020. 2020. Instagram circa 2020 is the last time I saw her husband.
So you really are going on with saying that Sasha Banks is Jada Pinkett and that she's having an entanglement with some random white guy that just pops up at AEW events with her.
Absolutely.
I'm not going that far, but I'm saying it's like, dude, you've been married for years and you don't mention this nigga. You don't have a ring on.
You don't care about Big E.
No. I say no. And here's why. We're not going to keep getting my hopes up that Big E is going to come back to wrestling when they've already given his nickname to Bronson Reed. Now he's Big Bronson Reed. And that made me mad because I was like, why is he Big Bronson Reed? He's obviously big. We see the man it's a big dude. Like, we ain't got to call him Big Bronson Reed. That's stupid. That's like saying Black Omos.
White Sheamus.
Pale Sheamus.
No, pale
on it. He ain't white. I broke pale.
Powder.
Powder Sheamus.
Now
we got canceled. That
So I know you hate his takes, but Eric Bischoff said it's a manifestation of ignorance and not understanding how important it is that people like Logan Paul and Bad Bunny come to the world of professional wrestling and have a positive impact on it. Because a lot of people are complaining about them having to basically rely on Logan Paul or Bad Bunny being there, and Bad Bunny's coming back to WWE. Logan Paul is supposed to be wrestling at Crown Jewel, which I'll get into in a few. But yeah, you guys have a problem with people like Logan Paul and Bad Bunny coming into wrestling and basically working the workers that are already there?
Nope. There were celebrities who have come into wrestling and who haven't taken it as seriously who get big pops. And I love when celebrities and outside people with the numbers come in and take it seriously.
Right.
Put it to work.
Like a Mike Tyson, a Dennis Rodman, a Andy
Malone.
Yeah.
The people
who have come in and taken it serious. I got nothing but respect for them. So I'm not gonna hate on neither one of those men. They both obviously put in the work, like Roman Reigns is when he's not on TV. And
And Logan Paul had millions of people watching, and what did he do? He elevated the US title. He could have said anything else.
You say things and then you take it. It's like there's a line for you, and just don't cross it, because that's how you know you've gone too far. Yeah. I don't know what makes you think Logan Paul elevated the United States Championship. I don't know what makes you think that. Although I do believe he is about to do that. My point is this: not that Logan Paul can't do it, it's that it hasn't been done yet. Rey Mysterio has done nothing with that championship. The person before him, John Cena Light, did nothing with that championship.
Absolutely.
So now Logan Paul has.
Why do you think John Cena Light? That's hilarious.
If Logan Paul wins in Arabia, Saudi, wherever they fighting in the desert, where are they fighting?
Saudi.
They ain't going too deep, right? Because there's a war.
That's another thing, but yes, it's supposed to be Saudi Arabia.
Listen, I'm not saying elevated in the ring. What I'm saying is that him mentioning the U.S. title on the platform that he was on after the boxing match that millions of people have watched, it made the U.S. title a bigger deal.
I know you guys want to bring that up. I'm gonna have to bring that up when we talk about it.
No, but here's what I'm saying. I don't think he's elevated it yet. It was a cool little mention. I think Logan Paul actually elevates the title when he beats Rey Mysterio. And it's so crazy that it takes an outsider to do that when they couldn't find one person in wrestling to make that belt feel important like Gunther did his title. Not one.
It's going to be Logan Paul. It has to be Logan Paul at this point. Who else could it be?
It can't be Rey Mysterio. I tell you that.
Hey, damn sure it's not gonna be Rey Mysterio. I'm sorry. Like, I don't care like how people may feel about what I'm about to say, but Rey Mysterio is not gonna do it.
Rey Mysterio and Sting both need to go on the same cruise.
Two legends.
Anyway, so speaking of,
only about 6 months behind them, by the way.
You gotta stop. Anyway, shit just disappeared. So yeah, speaking of Crown Jewel. It's going to be in 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? And as of what you guys were just talking about, during the boxing event, this man decided out of nowhere to basically uphold his WWE duties and decided he's going to challenge Rey Mysterio for the U.S. title at Crown Jewel. I'm assuming it's going to be a Crown Jewel. Ray responded saying that Logan Paul just called me out. I'm not hard to find every Friday night on SmackDown. And then we found out that apparently Logan Paul is going to be on SmackDown tomorrow for the Grayson Waller effect. He's also going to be there on Monday too. So it's kind of weird that they're going to have him on both shows. But yeah, so now you're looking at the possibility of Seth and Drew McIntyre at Crown Jewel for the title. Where I honestly think that Drew possibly might be bringing back that catchy theme song that he was talking about. You're going to have the match, which we don't know if it's confirmed just yet, but Logan Paul versus Rey Mysterio for the U.S. title. I don't know about any other matches that was announced other than this match that was announced on Monday, where you have Rhea Ripley defending her women's championship against a lizard woman, Nia Jax, you say the name. I don't want to butcher her name.
Raquel Rodriguez Gonzalez Consuela.
All right. And Shayna Baszler.
Oh, this was announced?
Yeah.
Yes, it was.
This match right here.
This match right here on Monday was announced.
Saudi Arabia.
For Saudi Arabia.
They announced all the women that wear full outfits. That's amazing. That was so smart. They took none of the women that wear scantily clothing.
Yeah, we're canceled. That's it. All right, guys, I love the fact that you guys were fans of our show.
That is so
sorry
smart.
for the comments.
So why is Bianca Belair being billed on the flyer? She hasn't even came back to wrestling yet, but they're bringing the 5 women that wear whole body.
Oh shit, she is.
They literally wear the bodysuits they want them to wear in Saudi Arabia in regular wrestling days. Like, so it's like it's perfect for like Nia and Raquel got to cover her back up. That's about the most skin she shows. She just gotta.
They gotta wear bodysuits and t-shirts over the bodysuit. For these women out, like this is what they do anyway. Like I'm sure they'll be fine. Rhea Ripley's gonna look like Shredder. Shayna Baszler is gonna she's gonna come out with some like rainbow leather
body shaming, but damn sure
Bill suit on.
I'm not allowed to talk about nobody though, but you know, niggas are sitting out here just like throwing all sorts of shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like saying they got the ugly women, like really though? Like
I didn't call these women ugly.
Oh, okay, heard you. Which going?
I said they took the ones that aren't as scantily clad.
Oh, okay, heard you. That's cover up. That's cover up. I'm not saying it's probably going to be a better cover up than what they're going to have for Raquel's back. Anyway, so this guy, it should be under the right circumstances. I wouldn't just want to go back for the heck of it. I would want to go back for something good for them down in NXT, and this is in regards to them going back to NXT. Let me just say this. Karrion Kross, be happy that you have a job right now. If they tell you to take your ass to NXT, level up, go. Because I'm tired of the only thing that we see from you is your social media tweets when you're stalking John Cena randomly.
Or he's still stalking Rey Mysterio. Or it's just he is one of the saddest fall offs in wrestling.
Yes!
Definitely.
Like
100%.
Like next to Keith Lee. Him and Keith Lee have been utter disappointments since NXT. I don't like how NXT was the prime for both of these gentlemen. And y'all think I'd be hating on Keith Lee, but it's just the honest to God truth. And now Karrion Kross has joined the Keith Lee group of Nobody Cares, but you were once going to be the next big star.
Top dog in NXT.
Like top dog. And now you're in catering, making Instagram videos. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's crazy. Like your wife should go to AEW. They love pretty girls and just throwing them out there for 2 minutes a match. Scarlett should definitely go to AEW. But other than that, man.
Listen, my thing is this. Go to Impact. Go to NWA. I mean, talk about that.
You talking about Karrion Kross?
I'm glad that he, you know.
Who you talking about, Karrion?
No, he knows what I'm talking about. But yes,
I don't want to put the post up. I know what you're talking about. I'm asking you what you just said.
Yep.
You talking about Karrion should go to Impact?
Go back to Impact.
NWA just got a TV show.
We're going to be talking about that.
We're not talking about that. NWA just got a TV deal with CW for 2 shows.
They did. So that's why I wanted to bring that up. So why don't you get released and go there?
Now, this is what he would be great in NWA.
The problem is, though, this actually I'm just going to lead down here when I talk about the fucking CEOs and shit. But yeah, NWA has officially signed a major TV deal, not a minor, a major TV deal with the CW network for 2 shows. One that will be their weekly power show, and the other, which will be a behind the scenes series, you know, for what's going on with the company. I think this is dope for them. However, I don't know how much I actually give a fuck about the NWA power with Billy Corgan.
I mean, more wrestling in front of more people is always great for wrestling fans, so it's a plus.
Yes, granted. Now here's a question that was asked. So the NWA signed on 2 TV deals with CW. Should they sign CM Punk?
I want to move to the next question.
Thank you.
Damn, y'all don't want that man to have a job. That's crazy.
Thank you.
I have an entire diatribe about this entire situation, and I don't want to get into it. Let's move to the next question.
You shouldn't get into it, because if you think that he should go to NWA so we could basically watch the reality version of the show Heels, you're absolutely incorrect.
CM Punk is above the NWA, so let's stop it.
No, CM Punk is actually at home while the NWA is getting major TV deals with CW. CM Punk is actually at home, jobless, unemployed. So
First
therefore,
of all, this major TV deal and CW is an oxymoron.
it is not. DC just had CW shows. DC had a 10-year run with CW.
The fuck is you talking about?
Stop.
You stop. The fuck is you talking about?
NWA
is above CM Punk.
CW?
NWA is above CM Punk. CM Punk will be lucky to get a job on NWA. Okay. CM Punk will be lucky. By the way, WOW, Women of Wrestling, where his wife just left, where she was working, was one of the top rated wrestling shows on TV while she was there. So I'm sure that WOW that isn't on the CW will not be eclipsed by NWA. which would be perfect for CM Punk. Gives him somewhere to go. Gives him somewhere to be a star. It gives him somewhere to possibly be seen by people who care like yourself. Other than that, there's nowhere for him. Impact will be horrible for him. Him and Bubba Ray, whoever backstage,
heads.
They're gonna fight all day, every day. He is not going to Impact.
Ain't that the fucking truth? We don't want him there. But how would you guys feel about Alberto Del Rio? Because apparently, yeah, Alberto said that he's been working his way back to WWE before Vince McMahon ousting from the company. But Fife will reach out to WWE, a source who flat out denied Del Rio and said no fucking way.
Del Rio was lying.
Those exact words. And by the way, if people think that I'm lying, go to Sean Ross Sapp's Twitter. He actually shared a screenshot of the text message from the person that literally said it. And I quote, it said, "You can literally post this if you want. I do not care," for the rebuttal. No fucking way. So, Alberto Del Rio is not going to be signing with WWE, nor will he be signing with AEW. Why not let him go to NWA, you know?
Listen,
No.
I'm sure the NWA is going to be stacking talent and spending a ton of money for their new TV deal. So they're probably going to want to bring in as many main eventers as they can, right? Or people who were main eventers, excuse me.
NWA.
Question: Corgan still owns NWA, correct?
Yes.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's another thing.
Yes, he does.
Right. I mean, Corgan has a fat bankroll. He can pay for some talent.
I bet, because you're a Smashing Pumpkins fan. We know.
Correct.
Yeah, we know. You like weird shit. So speaking of weird shit, how about this quote from Eric Bischoff saying that she could be the female version of The Rock when he's talking about Jade Cargill?
That's racist.
How?
He's only saying that because she's black.
Exactly.
The Rock's not even black. So how are you sitting there saying that?
Stop it. You're being wrong. The Rock is black. He's African American.
Barely.
He's not. He's a whole half. Whole 50%.
A whole 50%. Yeah, a whole 50% my ass. The fuck is you talking about? That man is
African American. And that's racist. I don't want to hear Eric Bischoff has to say. I'm telling you, Eric Bischoff, Booker T, Dave Meltzer, Mark Henry now, all of these people are in a nice little idiot opinion box.
Wow. That's crazy. So, Montez came out and said that I didn't feel like we're the new Hurt Business. I don't feel like we're a new anything. We're just something different. We're not an evolution of what was. We are a new version of what is and what's going to be.
Cool statement. I get it.
Yeah, I get it, but
they were wearing black and gold.
Thank you.
They were wearing black and gold.
You're not trying to be like a new Hurt Business? You guys are coming out in suits. And then you guys wrestle in black and gold.
They're so lost.
And I mean, the Hurt Business were a good faction, so coming back as the Hurt Business is not like a bad thing. It's a great thing.
Well, let's be honest here. The Hurt Business was not a good faction. You want to know why? You want to know why I say that? Because they were killed before they can actually get the fucking stardom that they needed.
No, we're not going to do that. The Hurt Business was a good faction. Yeah, it didn't get the longevity it should have had. It still was a good faction. We like Nation of Domination crews.
Please. That was a good faction for a quick fucking hot dog and a handshake, bro.
I didn't say for long, but it was a good idea. Just like this would be a good idea. They just shouldn't have had if they were going to lean into the resurrection of the Hurt Business, they should have went full throttle. If they're not going to do it, they should have went the opposite direction. Not black and gold in suits. We should have been thugged out. Like let's do something else black. Like let's get drippy and let's wear all white. You know what I'm saying? Like let's do something like that.
I mean, I don't know. It's just weird comment, but I digress. Now this comes from Bully Ray. Shout out to Chris Harrison for joining us. You say any great lightsaber battle, nothing is said. They look at each other, and all you can hear or see is the sound of the lightsabers being ignited, and you're like, "Holy shit, game on!" That's what Cody crossing Roman was on Friday. You all agree?
Agreed, bro. You already know what time it is, man. It's Cody versus Roman.
I don't even understand why we had to say the obvious. I don't get the point. This is what I'm saying. The job be making the show longer for y'all by picking things that don't matter sometimes. Y'all should tell them to chill. We be trying to tell them to chill.
I'm only saying that because this came out. Sports Illustrated reports in regards to the possibility of Roman Reigns versus The Rock at WrestleMania 40 next year. It said, after speaking with multiple sources close to WWE, the decision about WrestleMania will not be The Rock's to make, nor is the main event even a topic of substance. And there are currently no plans for this to happen. Even if it were offered, it would not be a certainty that Johnson would even accept. He has multiple obligations, and if he is part of a movie that is filming, he simply would not be able to take the risks of wrestling.
Again, telling us what we already know.
He did it again. This is Brock Quest. This is Brock Quest segment called "Telling Us What We Know." Let's put that at the bottom.
Anyway, did you guys also know that Seth Rollins is the only superstar to wrestle in all of the pay-per-views of this year?
As he should be. Seth Rollins is the third best wrestler in the world.
They gave him the workhorse title to be a workhorse.
Okay, wait, rewind. Seth Rollins is
that's only wait. What?
Seth Rollins is actually the fourth best wrestler in the world now. He's the fourth. Gunther, Daniel Bryanson, and Will Ospreay are all above him, but then it's Seth Rollins.
Okay.
By the way, for those who watch the show, you know that we do not tend to lean to any promotion. That's what we're known for. But I just really want to make this very clear that soon we're about to talk about AEW. And before we even talk about AEW, I just want to say this. Having Edge and Christian be the two superstars of your company is one of the weirdest things I've ever thought I would ever see in 2023.
You gotta relax. So without being further said, when it comes to talking about his retirement, he says, I'm hoping that it can be within the next year and a half or two, maybe.
He's going before this year is over. Give him Christmas.
Yeah, I'll say probably WrestleMania.
Yeah. WrestleMania.
He's in the Hall of Fame already, so WrestleMania.
Chris Jericho needs to leave too. I don't know what's wrong with y'all. Like,
leave Jericho alone.
Jericho needs to go too.
Leave Jericho alone.
Bye, Jericho.
Leave him alone.
Adios.
And then, of course, the sad news that I got yesterday while watching is that WWE Hall of Famer Sting is officially announcing his retirement in 2024 at Revolution. It's not his third retirement. This is his. He got forced to retire in 2015. Okay, he didn't want to retire.
What?
So, just saying.
It doesn't matter if he got. He's still retired. My point is, he's already retired. Why are we acting like this is a big deal? For those who are wondering, for the people who are too old to wrestle anymore, Chris Jericho falls into the category of Rey Mysterio. Also, Edge, who wants to pretend like he's about to have a brand new resurgence. These people are older now, and they can go home. They can all go to the Undertaker playground and pop out once a year. Okay? Just go there. Now, the young ones, y'all can join them, Karrion Kross and Keith Lee. Y'all can join them as well. Keith Lee already has the hair for it.
I'm just going to come out and say it because I know you saw my post. Keith Lee is, yeah, never mind. I'll wait till we get to Collision.
Sting's one of the greatest to ever do it. So
I wanted to show.
Thank you, Trinity. That's what I was trying to tell him, bro.
He has not retired 3 times.
I mean,
I'm not saying that.
Retiring.
Shut up, Derek. Him and this we already knew. I don't want to hear it. Okay, keep your WAE.
Oh, John Quest keep telling us stuff we already. Yo, our show, bro. We are really working on this. John Quest gets excited.
I'm just saying this is how long this thing has been in AEW. I mean, it's been in wrestling.
Thank you, John Quest.
Yes, we are going to be doing the fantasy basketball. We're trying to basically establish that now.
Going down.
Okay. When do you want to share the link so people can join?
Well, we need to get the amount of players down first because I have to lock that down. Either 10 or 12 people. If we can get
how about this? If you want to be involved in the basketball fantasy draft, we're doing a fantasy basketball league. Drop your email right now. Drop your email. Just drop your email. We are doing a NBA basketball fantasy league. I'm winning, of course. We're going to give the winner something because that's what we do here at Wolfpack. So I'm be giving myself something. The NBA starts Tuesday. We will be having the draft either.
I'm not sure which game this
Sunday
is.
night or Monday.
Exactly.
Right
either Sunday or Monday before Raw. We will be doing the draft either Sunday or Monday before Raw. We will send out emails. That's one person. Anyone else want to join up with us? It's going to be crazy, and I'm winning.
I just want everybody to know if anybody tries to draft my Celtics players, I'm going to hunt you down and I'm going to fuck you up.
And whoever gets first pick, make sure you pick up Jason Tatum because Jaquez can't have him. He's from New York and he's a Boston fan.
I want my fucking Celtics players.
That somebody make sure y'all grab.
Make sure you grab everybody from the Knicks trash ass fucking team. Anyway,
are you getting these emails?
Tatum first overall, you're bugging.
Yo, Kent, make sure you get these emails. Kent, get these emails.
Yes.
Get the emails. Get the emails. You got the emails? All right, good.
Emails.
All right. So Grizzly Young Vets are officially, they're officially now free agents. And they came out with a whole promo. I'm not going to talk about it, but they did say, no production crew, no spooky lighting, no contact lenses. Me and Zach Gibson are proud professional wrestlers. All right. So I don't know who's going to sign them. I'm kind of hoping that they go to Impact. If they don't go to Grizzly Young Vets.
Who?
Stop it. Grizzly Young Vets. So my thing is this, I would actually like for them to go to either Impact or for them to go to AEW to help out their tag team division.
Help out AEW's tag team division?
Yes, they need to help out AEW's tag team division.
Help out AEW. They don't help out AEW's tag. They need to go to Impact or NWA and Progressive. Go back across the pond. Go across the pond. What are we talking about? The Grizzly Young Veterans, AEW has star tag teams.
They do.
Like star tag teams. The Grizzly Young Veterans do not fit that criteria. Go ahead and go to Impact and play. And Impact, the best thing Impact has is a women's division. They don't even have star players.
I mean, wouldn't NWA be the spot?
You're hating.
Trying to come up.
I mean, not really.
New TV deal. They're trying to expand the brand.
You are literally giving these people way too much fucking credit right now. You got to stop.
Tag teams are great in AEW. No, we're really not. Grizzly Young Veterans should go to Progressive or...
What the hell is Progressive? You talking about the fucking auto insurance? Like what?
No, you know what I'm talking about.
Progress Wrestling?
Yeah, Progress.
Shouldn't you mean Rev Pro?
They should go to Rev Pro.
Thank you. Like, what are you talking about?
They could go to New Japan, too. They would work in New Japan.
What about MLW?
MLW, they would pop.
They need a TV deal, too. Impact and MLW both need TV deals.
Impact
but then that's going to be way too much fucking wrestling.
Impact on TV.
They're not really on TV. We're not going to do this.
Impact's on TV.
You know what I don't want to see, though? So... Tori Wilson came out and said, if I could wrestle anyone today, I'm a little obsessed with Rhea Ripley, but she'd destroy me, but at least that would be fun. Does anybody can name one good Tori Wilson match?
No. Next.
Okay, then.
Yeah, we actually talked about that, Jimmy. We just talked about that.
We talked about that. Shout out to Toon Studios. So the reason why I bring up Rhea is because everybody wants a piece of Mami because Mami's on top.
Yay, we reached the headline of the show.
Mami's on top, y'all. Mami is on top. Now,
Rhea Ripley deserves this, by the way.
Absolutely.
But you want to know something though? I'm gonna pull a Kanye right now. Yo, Rhea Ripley, listen, I love you. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy for you, and I'm gonna let you finish. But can we just highlight the fact that for the first time in the PWI rankings, there are 3 African American women in the top 10.
I just want to be very clear about something in general. This list is completely correct, except
I'm not changing shit. I don't care what you say.
Except everybody likes Jordan Grace. Y'all really? Are we really okay?
Bro, have you really been watching her? She's fucking been killing it.
No, she has. The more testosterone she takes, the better she gets.
You gotta relax.
I just don't understand how we watch her transformation, so we know she's taking testosterone. Like, we literally watched her voice and body change. Literally. No. Speak the truth. Literally watched her go from a thickums white girl to some steroid-filled bodybuilding looking.
Stop talking about Patricia like that,
man. And literally watched her go from like I may have a cough voice to Darth Vader. Like, we watched both things happen. Yeah, regardless, we know she on the roids. And we're going to sit here and act okay about Jordan Grace being on this list. Jordan Grace is a cheater. And the drugs work better for her than her husband.
Holy heel. That's the holy heel.
I try not to get canceled so much, but listen, do you guys, anybody in the comment section, do you guys think that anyone needs to change in this list?
Evidently, Jordan Grace, they agree with me. I don't know if you're looking. Jordan Grace should be gone.
No one is saying that Jordan Grace should be gone.
Is she trying to be? Yes. No. Admit it, John. Admit it, John.
I'm not admitting shit. All right, I'm not admitting shit. I don't care if fucking Jordan Grace sounds like T-Boss from TLC, like he once said. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if she sounds like, the person that was playing Holiday's Heart's best friend. I don't care about any of that. All right. The fact is,
sounds like Louis Armstrong. The girl is.
I'm gonna be your knockout champion.
Like. What are we talking about?
We're talking about this list, okay? Rhea is number 1. Julia is number 2. Bianca Belair, number 3. Jamie Hayter, number 4.
Why do you call her Julia? I'm pretty sure that they call her Gaia over there in Stardom.
I'm sorry, I pronounced it wrong. Galia, okay, not Julia. Okay, Galia, all right. Number 2. But yes, Tam Nakano is 5. Athena, which you hate on for some reason, is number 5. And she is the longest reigning ROH Women's Champion.
Not for some reason. She's boring. I'm not going to dispute has she had enough matches and were they good-ish enough to be on this list. I'm disputing, is she exciting? And she is not entertaining. 1 iota. If there is a scale, she is a 2.3 on the entertainment scale.
Her matches have been great, but her star power has went down. It
sucks. Athena is not a star.
Is that a draw? Exactly.
Y'all are haters. Anyway, Deonna Purrazzo, number 7.
That, to be honest, that was just a giveaway because they screwed her last year. They did her bad last year. She wasn't as high as she should have been. So that's the only reason why I feel like she's this high this year, because I don't see it. Other than her fighting Jordan Grace and Molly Holly Bajali and Nick Aldis' wife a few times, I don't really see it. And she fights Jordan Grace all the time. She fights that girl all the time.
Number 8, my baby girl.
Number 8, our baby girl, Willow.
Long Island.
You know what I'm saying? We made it. Okay. We're in movies and now we're in, PWI lists. Let's go. Camille, which let me just say, I think she should have actually been a little higher. I actually might put Camille because I've been seeing her like basically wrestling all over the fucking place. I would actually possibly switch her.
The thing about her is she's young, so that's awesome. Even though for female wrestlers, she's not too young. They're only gonna give her like 10 more years.
Yeah, she's just a big chick. But
between her and Gaia, like they're like everything you wish Charlotte could have been. like between the two of them.
Ooh, you say which Charlotte could have been? That's wild.
No, I love Charlotte, but I'm gonna admit when people do her better, like, and those two women do Charlotte better. Like Camille is like if Lacey Evans and Charlotte had a baby, but they actually had a personality.
And Camille's been the best thing on NWA for like years.
For forever.
That's true. That's only one thing that I could give NWA is Camille. Everybody else I don't get too much.
Once again, they did a good job with the men this year too. They're being much better.
I didn't see 11 through 20.
I haven't seen it yet either, but I know that this top 10 is excellent.
All right. So, did you guys see that they have the Black Wrestlers top 500?
Yes, and here we go. You ready? No, bump all of this. I'm tired of this. What is get rid of the ticker at the bottom? Yeah, thank you, bro. Okay, y'all ready? Well, number 1, Brian Keith. That is actually correct. For those who don't know, we recently went to an independent event, Battleground Pro, and it was amazing to watch him wrestle. He is definitely the top heel on the independent scene. We have been keeping up with him ever since. Congratulations.
I'm glad. Shout out to Jobber Tears for putting me on to this guy.
And thank you very much, Jobber Tears, and congratulations to you, Brian Keith. We already talked about Athena. I'm not doing this again. Y'all are gassing this woman. She is so is so overrated.
Swerve is number 3.
Put Willow over Athena.
Put Willow over Athena. Put Swerve over Athena. Put Ricky Stark's mulatto self over Athena. Put Bianca Belair over Athena. Maybe Athena's above Mercedes because she's only wrestled 2 matches this year. What are we pretending like she hasn't for? Like, Mercedes shouldn't be on this list. How about that? She shouldn't be on this list, and Athena should be number 10.
I think Darius Carter should be higher, personally.
Mercedes is on the list because of her track record.
Yes, Athena should be 10. Recently. They're literally giving this to Athena because she's held a belt nobody's cared about the longest.
So, what do you guys think about Mello and Darius? Are they in the right spots?
Darius should be higher, but not above Carmelo.
Now, I'm not too sure Michael Oku. I'm not sure who that is, but I think Alice Kane should be a little higher, but, that's just me personally. Or Shane Taylor, maybe. I don't know. But I have the list, of all the 500. It's 500 fucking names on this list. Like, I can't list way too much. I'll check it out later. Now, the other...
Prince Nana on the list? Even though he's not a wrestler?
Shut the fuck up. Shout out to Prince Nana. So, next thing is that we all got...
Michael Oku is cool. I think he's from Rev Pro.
All right, I'm going to check him out. So, this had came out across our bulletin boards Friday out of nowhere, and I did not know how to really feel about this because I'm happy and ecstatic. For those that know me, know that I'm a big Nick Aldis fan. I've been following this man since he was Brutus Magnus and Impact. So Nick Aldis has officially signed a full-time deal with the WWE and was introduced as their GM for SmackDown.
I saw you Magnus fans get upset with how he was introduced. Y'all are sickening. Yeah, Patui on y'all. He wasn't being introduced as a wrestler. He was being introduced as a GM. Y'all go suck a bag of grapes. Yeah, I'm like, what are we mad about? You act like it was a bad introduction for a wrestler.
I mean, he just came up out of nowhere. There was no
As a GM, for a nothing job, he's obviously hurt or considering retiring. He's obviously not wrestling right now. And that was such a horrible debut.
It was. That was the worst. I don't care what you say. That was the worst.
Don't nobody watch NWA. Those fans wouldn't have knew who he was if they played his music. It would have been a Johnny Gargano pop. Nobody would have known what his music was. Nobody would have jumped out their seat if they played Magnus's music. This isn't Impact. This isn't NWA. This is Fox.
Dude, I thought the entrance was great.
You just said it's Fox, like they didn't just fucking parade a whole. You know what?
No, in other words, nobody on Fox knows who he is.
So they knew who fucking Tyrus was, but not Magnus.
Of course, because he's a Trump supporter. Of course, I know he is.
Fox News and regular Fox.
Of course, he works for Fox. Him and CM Punk are about to wear red hats on NWA every day.
Oh my gosh! You know what? Wow. Wow, I'm mad you just said that. Wow.
Yeah.
So with that being said, the way that it was presented on Friday is that it looks like they are teasing the return of SmackDown versus Raw shows.
I think we get a match between them two. I think we get that match.
That's not going to happen. I know that's not going to happen. But this is now your new general manager of Raw, which is Adam Pearce by himself, and Nick Aldis being the general manager of SmackDown. I want to know why you
think that's not going to happen.
Because there's only maybe 2 or 3 matches I really want to see with Nick Aldis, and Cody is definitely one of them.
What does that have to do with the fact that we're going to get Nick Aldis versus Adam Pearce?
I don't think that we're going to get Nick Aldis versus Adam Pearce. I mean, should we have been seeing Adam Pearce old ass get in the ring again?
Y'all don't think we're going to see that? I absolutely think we're going to see that.
It might even
if it's not an official match, they will fight.
Okay. Maybe they'll fight here. How would you guys feel about this?
I want to be mad. Shout out to Triple H's WWE. That's all I'm going to say. We've officially entered the Triple H era now. Y'all can't say nothing to me now. We are officially living and breathing in the Triple H era where we get to see Jade Cargill tease her debut at every show for a whole 3 weeks straight. I hope she does it again.
I don't need to. I'm tired of it. Okay. Shout out to myself just being the fucking Hornets. By the way,
nobody cares, preseason. Nobody cares.
We all see this whole Raw versus SmackDown, and a lot of people saw this picture, but then a lot of people got upset because NXT wasn't there, so they're boom. Now you got NXT. So with that being said, Survivor Series is right around the corner on November 25th in Chicago. They are completely sold out of tickets. Now, again, we have Bianca Belair on another fucking promo for a fucking pay-per-view, but she's not even there.
She'll be back for Survivor Series. You're bugging.
I mean, she might be pregnant.
No, she's not.
She might be.
They want to put her on this flyer. She'll be there for Survivor Series.
All right, we'll see.
Actually, I just read today that they're opening up more seats for Survivor Series, and they're making the stage smaller. That's how much ticket demand they're getting.
To be honest, I would go see it. I don't like Chicago.
You know exactly why people are doing that.
Well,
nobody thinks CM Punk is coming out there.
People are trying to look in your eyes and tell us, what do you see?
It's not going to happen, man.
It's not happening.
And trust me, I want it to happen more than anybody in the world, but it just doesn't make sense. If you stack everything up, Punk coming back to WWE just doesn't make sense. Why do you want someone who starts fights and stirs shit in a company that's doing as well as they've ever done ever?
Yo, y'all clip this because this man is finally talking the truth about his favorite person.
I'm being real about it. I'm not being a CM Punk fanboy. I'm being real about it. That's
congratulations
for the first time ever. Thank you. Congratulations. You're growing. You're growing up.
Like, if your business is doing well, why bring someone in who can disrupt the entire thing?
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. By the way, WWE was also discussing about a possible return for Mickie James.
Stop it. Her husband is now in WWE. That means they're gonna try and bring herself back. We didn't pop when they brought her out for the Royal Rumble. I'm not gonna pop when you bring her out any other time. She was trying to retire from Impact. Just retire at Impact. Just retire there. Let Jordan Grace Batman you to death and just be done with it.
Her time is over.
Y'all are so fucked up. So speaking of CEOs and shit, when you guys were just talking about, supposed to report that sources within WWE and UFC have confirmed that Endeavor CEO Ari Emanuel is behind the change for Triple H overseeing all the creative and removing Vince McMahon from creative power, and said that he does not want Vince McMahon anywhere near creative.
By the way, we got Gunther versus Bronson Reed, which was a fire match because Triple H boys. I like Triple H's crew. I ain't gonna hold y'all. I like the people that he has chosen. I do. Does it suck for those that were chosen by Vince? Obviously, because it's not Vince McMahon's WWE anymore, and we're seeing that Vince McMahon boys don't really get the love. But shout out to the Triple H guys. And don't worry, Johnny. He's gonna get your music back. We're gonna fix you. Okay, Gargano. We're gonna fix you.
He needs to go and fix fucking Carlito's shit because he was even saying like he wanted to keep his music the same.
We gotta get Gargano's feedback, bro. That shit is crazy.
Nigga, I don't get 2 fucks about Gargano. I want to know why Carlito's coming out with that fucking generic ass pop music that he's coming out with.
I care way more about Gargano than I do about a wrestler that I didn't care if he retired or not.
Wow. By the way, speaking of Vince, just so you know, according to Bill Simmons, executive producer of the upcoming Vince McMahon docuseries, Vince McMahon will not have say or make changes to the docuseries that is slated for Netflix. He will be able to see the clips, but not adjust them. So
that means there's going to be a lot more truth told than Vince McMahon wants people to see.
So I kind of see why.
Well, we're still talking about Vince. So first of all, Vince is losing power. It's okay. He's getting older. He's gonna Walt Disney himself and freeze in a few years anyway. No big deal. Yes, Austin Theory is absolutely a Vince boy, and now we see where he is.
Roman Reigns, I would say Braun Strowman, Cena, Orton. Anyone who's still trying to hold up spotlight and doesn't need to hold up the spotlight, Brock Lesnar. Yeah, pretty much.
No, but Triple H still knows how to use these people appropriately. Yeah. Don't get me wrong. Well, for the most part, I mean the superstars, the Cena, the Brock Lesnar of them all. But or just realizing that Roman is in the place that he's in and handling it the way he's handling it. I think Triple H is doing a fantastic job already. And it's just really, truly the beginning. And I'm excited about where that goes. I am. I think Tony Khan needs a Triple H type figure. He needs somebody who knows the business and has been a wrestler to be his right hand.
It's not going to be Jericho, because Jericho said, I learned many years ago that bosses are going to be bosses and billionaires are going to be billionaires. I've been working for billionaires for over 25 years. At this point, you can't control what Tony Khan does. He's going to do what he wants, and God bless him. This is in regards to Tony Khan's tweets that he was sending out, because apparently everyone's saying that he lost the ratings war, which, by the way, we all know I'm not tribalistic, but I do like to call people out on their bullshit. Just for the people that are still fucking ranting and raving about last week and NXT fucking beating AEW. Yeah, let's just go back into this week where they didn't even crack 800,000. AEW had not over 900. I didn't see you guys talking about that, even though you're going to sit there and say they didn't go against each other head to head yet again. And at the same time, if you want to be technical about it, AEW has 75 wins to fucking WWE NXT's 2 wins that they had of beating in the ratings. So when they went head to head. So that's just putting that out there. However, Tony Khan, you do need to stop tweeting so much, bro.
Yeah, Tony Khan's bugging on Twitter. I do believe that he's going to have Daniel Bryan booking with him once Bryan's done wrestling full time, and it's going to really help the product, right? He's going to have people like Sting around. He's going to have people like Edge around. When they're
Are you sure he's going to have these people around? Because when you look at it, Bryan's retiring after this year. Yeah. Sting's retiring next year. You don't know how long you have Jericho. You might lose MJF. All you really have is your.
The only thing that upset me about Jericho's comment is he seemed comfortable wrestling for billionaires and not becoming one himself.
What do you mean?
Chris Jericho is in anyone's top 15 at least. I don't think
all time, yes.
I don't think anyone can honestly say Chris Jericho is not at least a top 15 wrestler of all time.
I'll put him close to top 10, maybe like 11.
On 20. Any list. Top 15. I don't care where you put him. This is only in your top 15.
Correct.
With that said, and he's had a band that has been rather successful too. With that said, it seems a bit worker-ish of him to be like, I've worked for billionaires my whole life, and one thing billionaires are gonna do. It doesn't sound quite for what we know of Chris Jericho, like he's well-to-do. He showed his home before, the jets, we see his lifestyle, we've seen glimpses. It seems weird to just be like, oh, I work for billionaires, as if he wasn't have aspirations of being one himself. That's what I'm saying. The wording of it was a bit weird. I don't really get it.
It's kind of like The Rock when he's asking, him and Oprah were asking people to donate to Maui, and both of these motherfuckers are in the top,
It was like Rock. It was like Rock. What did you give?
Like you asking, poor people to basically give.
He was the number one paid actor in Hollywood for like 3 years.
Yeah. So, and then he took the campaign down or whatever, saying that it was wrong for him to do that. No, you're only basically trying to correct yourself on the backlash that you got, just like you're about to probably end up correcting yourself off the backlash and the bullshit that you did to try to sit there and say, well, the plan was me and Roman, but I couldn't make it. So Cody was
Dwayne does not care about wrestling. Why? He's not gonna get backlash for that. Who's giving him backlash? He's getting backlash.
The people that hate him right now.
Nobody. He don't care about wrestling. Anybody who puts The Rock in your tweet and think that Dwayne Johnson cares about what you're saying, you are stupid. Dwayne Johnson is trying to get his Hollywood career back on track after he had one of the worst superhero movies of all time.
It
was not that bad.
It was trash. Stop
You're hating.
No, you're just a DC fan, and y'all are all
damn right.
And y'all have a lot of terrible movies.
Speaking of DC, like how I segued that in, yeah, MJF is voicing Killer Croc in Justice League. It's an anime. I forget it's RWBY Superheroes in Huntsman Part 2. So he's gonna be Killer Croc. Shout out to MJF.
I didn't know how y'all cared about that because
you're just hating anyway.
No, to be a DC fan and a Boston sports fan is very weird, bro. You lived the life of a troll. Like you decided to do trollish things on purpose. I'm gonna like DC.
Anyway, so Kofi Kingston traveled to Ghana this week and officially opened up Click for Quality Education Foundation, aka Computer Lab and Integrated Center for Knowledge of Quality Education, to assist junior high schools in Ghana by establishing quality award-winning computer labs and integrated centers of learning. Kingston's first announced this project in 2022 in October, and congratulations to him for basically launching this project. So this is actually big for him to basically bring computers in, his own library.
Who went with the Jamaican accent rather than an African accent in the beginning instead of where he's actually from. He's so proud of where he's from.
He's very proud of where he's from.
That he used the culture of a whole nother island than the actual country that he represents.
That wasn't on Kofi. That was on the writing team, bro.
I'm sure that they wouldn't have. I'm sure that the accent made a big deal. You gotta be a Jamaican, Kofi. No, he could have been anything black, and he decided to be a Jamaican.
Star, you cannot blame Kofi for the Jamaican thing.
I am absolutely blaming Kofi for the Jamaican.
It's not his fault.
Well, how is it not his fault?
Because you're new to the WWE. It's like, hey, bro, we're gonna make you Jamaican. What is he gonna say?
He could have been like, I could be African and do the same stuff. I could do the African dances instead of the Jamaican ones. I wear the colors of Ghana. He could have still leaned into the cultural thing.
You know that the WWE does not like when they give you a character and you stray away from it.
You're right. So he ran with it, and we thought he was Jamaican, and we all found out he's from Ghana 2 days ago.
Well, first of all, we all knew he wasn't Jamaican the first time we heard him speak.
I didn't know he's from Africa, directly from the motherland. Never seen him in a dashiki. That was my first time seeing him in a dashiki.
The first time Kofi ever used that accent, we all knew.
Niggas said I didn't see him rock a unicorn. I never seen him rock a fucking Kofi.
I seen him twerk. I seen him twerk. I never seen him snap. You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying? Listen. I seen that man fling out some fucking pancakes. I ain't seen him pass out no bean pie. All right, leave it alone. So that man don't even eat fufu. Anyway, so speaking of someone who needs to probably shut up now, I don't know if you guys heard about the whole fucking war between Dave Meltzer and Billy Corgan.
We're gonna review these shows, y'all. We're
about to right now. But he says poor Billy doesn't like Omega versus Ospreay, Usos versus Owens and Zayn, Gunther versus Drew McIntyre, Sheamus, and Daniel Bryan and Zach, MJ and Danielson, FTR and Juice and Jay. Not only that, dislikes the talent in those matches. Pretty sure he'd die and go to heaven if he could have one of them on his shows. Because he said, for the people that are just like, Meltzer jerk-offs or whatever. I'm just like, where is this coming from? Now, I kind of think this is coming from the Impact thing because when Billy Corgan was running Impact and Dave Meltzer was on Impact's ass, this is when I hated his ass. But yes, I think this has to do with that. However, this is just weird. You guys are too damn old to be fucking arguing, and you guys are too damn old anyway to be caring about what Dave Meltzer says anyway. It should not fucking matter to you that much.
I'm so mad I'm frozen again. With that said, as I am unfortunately frozen again.
Stop posting this picture, people. I don't want to see this. Unless this man gets on the field, I don't want to see this picture no more.
What is it a picture of? I'm frozen.
This is Declan James McMahon.
Oh, okay.
The kid
running back on Indiana.
Huh?
He's like the fourth string running back on IU.
And everyone's saying that, oh, he looks good. Oh, he looks just like his grandfather. Oh, he's going to be amazing. The man hasn't even seen the field yet, people. Relax.
He does look like his grandfather, though.
He do. But relax.
I mean, he's on the team. Good for him, but
that man is the fucking water boy. Relax. By the way, shout out to Lee Johnson and I think All-Star got frozen. He'll be right back. Shout out to Lee Johnson and Julia Hart for finally getting married. Very young couple. Happy for them. And also, just want to let everybody know that Final Battle will be taking place December 15th in Garland, Texas. Not at the Hammerstein Ballroom like everyone thought it was going to be. So, yeah. Now, let's get into these weekly shows. And then we can all head out of here. Hey, there's All-Star. Hey, All-Star. You're not frozen anymore. We were just talking about. Did he take himself off?
Yeah, I did.
You're this fucking guy. But yeah, so this is shocking news is that this is not going to be a Hammerstein. It's going to be a Garland, Texas. So I don't know if you knew about that, but yes, I did call him Bobby fucking Boucher. All right.
There's nothing about Ring of Honor.
You're a hater. All right. So the weekly shows. We can get right into SmackDown, where we already talked about majority of it.
We really have. He wore a blue suit. For those who don't know, that's how you could tell what show people are on, except for Jey Uso. He wears blue on Raw because Bloodline wears red. So they're the only ones that will confuse you. Everyone else makes it real easy. When they're on SmackDown, they wear blue. And when they're on Raw, they wear red.
I mean, even Jay got the, like Jay even got it down. Jade had a confrontation with Charlotte.
Take my money. Take my money. Take it.
And then we had the confrontation between these two.
Take my money again. I want to see Nick Aldis be a special guest referee.
I want Nick Aldis to cause fucking Cody Rhodes the match, and then we can get a Cody versus Nick Aldis one more damn time.
He's not gonna lose twice.
I need it to happen.
He's gonna beat Roman next.
Right.
Finish the story,
guys. Let's talk about things that are going to happen. Cody is
because Cody's not even on SmackDown, so
no, come on. That's why they're blending it now. Cody's going to
win. Stop it.
That's what I said. I'm here for Jade versus Charlotte. Take my money.
Of course he is, because he's obsessed with Charlotte. No one cares about that overrated whore.
Do not call Charlotte overrated. She's not. Charlotte is
overrated.
Hold on. You were more upset that Ja called her overrated than calling her a whore.
I don't care about. Listen, I already told you. Charlotte got like 7 husbands. Nobody's worried about. Charlotte is literally her father's daughter. She out here limousine riding, jet flying, wheeling stealing,
cock stealing. Oh, I'm gonna leave it alone. So
hold on. It doesn't matter if she's a whore. Still call her overrated.
Andrade got Ric Flair in the divorce. Ric Flair be over there back behind the scenes at CML because Andrade don't even go to AEW no more. He just left, and he took Ric Flair with him to CMLL, and they be over there chilling and the catering together. Still in catering, no matter where Andrade goes.
Not catering.
And Charlotte got her outfit up. She got her swag up. He leveled up her fashion. Let's be very clear about that first. Andrade made Charlotte more fashionable.
Kendall, you are only saying that because there are 2 black women. Stop it.
No, Jade versus Belair could be one of the best feuds we get for the rest of our lives.
So she technically should be The Rock, huh?
No. Then what does that make? Bianca Stone Cold? There's no comparison. What are we doing?
She needs to come out and start, instead of giving out middle fingers, well, she needs to give middle fingers and start whipping people with her hair.
Wasn't Bianca versus Rhea supposed to be Rock Stone Cold, the female version?
Now that's more like that. Jade stepping in is just like her own character. That's what I'm saying. There's no comparison.
Oh, so she's Triple H or Chris Jericho in there?
No, there's no comparison for what we're seeing. We've never seen this before. Like Jade and Bianca are an
2 black women?
No, never. Not in wrestling. If Mercedes in the same place at the same time, both being great.
Mercedes and Bianca did it already.
No, hold on. No.
What an Effie.
No, can we rewind? Mercedes and Bianca had a great match. Yes, Bianca did not become a superstar till after that match. The superstar Bianca is versus the superstar Jade is now is bigger than who Bianca was when she went against Mercedes the first time. Sasha the first time.
But Mercedes made Bianca that night.
She did. But my point is she wasn't that till after that match was finished.
Correct.
So, Collision. So a lot of people was like, what happened with Commander and Brian Cage? Well, unfortunately, Commander wasn't cleared, so the match didn't happen. We did start off
Collision on the show. It's crazy.
I mean, I don't mind, because by the way, we got to see Jay Chris, Jay Chris. I guarantee y'all didn't even know that was Jay Chris.
Security guard. Yeah, I did.
All right, good. This whole segment was fire, except when we found out that apparently Adam Copeland and Ricky Starks were legit upset over the unscripted insults. Because, of course, he told him that he didn't take style from the other place. And then Edge responded and saying that you took your style from The Rock. Too bad you are a vanilla midget version of him.
Honestly, I thought
it was awful. Ricky said, wow, that really set me over the edge.
I thought it was all a part of the storyline.
Thank you. I didn't find anything wrong with it.
No, but when Edge started fumbling over his words, you could tell that he was actually pissed off. Like, Edge was tight.
I'm going to say an honest statement that that you tribalistic people are going to take to an extreme place. I'm going to say a very simple statement. AEW has done a horrible job building its young talent. Its pillars are not its pillars. That's a lie. MJF is the only one out of that group that is hanging with the old WWE people, and that's just a fact.
Coming from the biggest Jack Perry fan in the entire world?
Jack Perry is about to be huge when he comes back as the dude in the mask, and that's neither here nor there. Thank you. We're not talking about Jack Perry right now, but I will say that the initial.
I think it's somebody else.
Oh, I hope not, because I need Jack Perry to get some love. AEW has, and if it's somebody who used to wrestle somewhere else, it's proving my point that Tony Khan has sacrificed building. He sacrificed building new talent for people that already have a name, that already have numbers, which is a smart business decision, but it's not refreshing as it used to be.
You know what I did like? They're back.
I can't. This is such a hardcore wrestling thing. This is what I'm saying about AEW. The only way you get these people is if you're a hardcore independent wrestling fan. You have to literally know New Japan.
Do you want me to just put it out there? I'm just going to say this. AEW is the second biggest promotion in America. Yeah. However, AEW is not a major company. They are a big independent traveling company.
Because they function as such. They don't have to.
Thank you.
They don't have to, though. That's my point. Tony Khan and like Chris Jericho saying he's not going to help Tony Khan is honestly a hot take because it's scary, because it means that man really doesn't listen, and he keeps running his company like Corgan when he had NWA in the beginning. He's running it the same way.
And the Tyrus situation.
He's running it that way. His friends are going to get the shots, and other than that, he's going to use the people he grew up loving. Like, It is mind-boggling to me. And this is not a shot at Christian, who is doing the best work of his career.
Hands down.
Shout out to Christian. But it is so weird for Christian and Edge to be the top guys. It is very weird.
I was watching Jarvis Series earlier, and I'm just going to sit there and just repeat something that when it comes to Edge, he is literally a WWE guy. He's not an independent person whatsoever. So he doesn't have that same star power. And you're not going to get that same type of star power that you guys are assuming that you're going to get with him, because no one knows Edge outside of wrestling fans. Now, I had mentioned this to Janelle, and I had said, well, what about them bringing in Mercedes? But AEW doesn't have that women's division just yet. I feel personally like if you brought in Mercedes, someone who's basically always talk about women's wrestling and always highlights the fact of loving women's wrestling and wants to build out women's wrestling, why not have her basically be the main person booking somewhat of the women's wrestling?
But one person can't change a whole an entire.
That too. It's like, something has to happen.
If anything, she gets sucked into the trashiness that it is.
Exactly.
Like
the entire division has to be booked stronger.
It's the worst women's division in wrestling.
Well, let's just put it out there. So going into the TBS match with Chris Statlander and Sky Blue, I think
shout out to Toni Storm though, who is the MVP of the division,
and she's not even in any of these fucking championship matches with no storyline, and it's kind of similar to like your Hikaru Shida, who doesn't have a storyline, or fucking TBS champion not having a storyline, whatever. So this match right here was a very good match. Now I do like the story somewhat that they are telling for these guys with Willow and Sky Blue. No, getting sprayed by Julia. I don't know if there's going to be a female version of House of Black.
Bro, you said very good match. See what I'm saying? When you're a fan of somebody, it's obvious in how you describe their matches.
I think it was a very good match. I'm not saying it was a great match. It was
very good. Basically great.
Okay, sorry. Very great match. Is that better for you? A very great match.
It's say it was a cool match. It was an
okay match. It wasn't bad. It wasn't not that bad. It wasn't all good, but it was like, okay.
It's average. That's an average match.
You want to know the one thing that it actually stuck out to me was this segment. Because you didn't see this?
No, why did it stick out to you?
Oh, because,
he got beat up the same night. What was the point?
I know. That's why it stuck out to me, because, this man literally beat him up in 30 fucking minutes of him approaching his wife.
Not the dude Chris Jericho put over 6 months ago.
Yeah, them.
That's crazy.
I don't know if I could talk about the rest of the matches. I mean, I could talk about the Samoa Joe and Willie Mack match being fucking fire, and I don't care what the fuck you say.
Shout out to Willie Mack, who did a great job. Once again, the match was not fire. This man be fans of people and tells you a match was better than it was.
No. That was actually a really good meaty match. Okay, that was a meaty man match. It was a great match.
It was a solid
talking about.
It
was a fire ass banger match.
6.8 is not a banger.
And you want to know what else was a fire banger fucking match? Keith Lee's return to the cycle.
I'm done.
I'm kidding. Let me just point out there why I said I wanted to talk about Keith Lee real quick before we go into the next show. Keith Lee came out and did the bask in his glory, and nobody was chanting for it.
No one.
Nobody was really, and I was just like, this is bad. And I know a lot of people.
I've been telling y'all for months. I don't want to hear nothing.
Here's the thing. You guys need to build him up in the storyline. And that's the only way to save him or something, because this is just bad.
Send him to NWA.
This is bad.
Send him to NWA or let him wrestle on Ring of Honor against his friend Taylor so they can have a nice little feud.
He's in the garbage right now, bro, and there's not much you can do to bring him back.
What are we saying right now? I've been telling y'all this for months.
Well, this was actually a fire-ass fucking match, and you can sit there and say how you feel about it. Christian,
this was the only match that was fire on the card. This was the only one where you were correct. This is the only one where you're not. Me
personally, I like Samoa Joe and Willie Mack. Okay, that's just me. As far as this match, this was the best match of the night.
Yes, you're fans of them. I get it. You're honest about this, though. This was a great match. Nick Wayne lost a tooth. Brian Danielson. I don't know who's this. This picture is retarded, but I'm not even get into it. I don't know how he's like teaming up with FTR and Edge now. It's very weird because he's supposed to be a part of the BCC. So I don't know what's going on.
No Moxley, no BCC. Raw. Let's see what some of the highlights from that. Gunther and Bronson Reed.
Fire match.
Fire.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Jaws saying fire.
There we
match.
go. We had what is it? Shinsuke and Ricochet.
Shinsuke hit the go to sleep.
Ricochet hit the shooting star off the balcony.
Shinsuke hit the go to sleep.
I'm trying to think what else happened. Oh, this weird shit.
Tozawa's actually in an actual wrestling stuff on NXT. He don't need to be on Raw at all. Let's just take Tozawa off Raw, period, and just put him on NXT, please. Please.
I can't do. I'm doing the Tozawa dance.
No, that's not the Tozawa dance.
Never do that again.
What's wrong with the Tozawa dance? Do I need some short shorts to do it? And of course, yes, we did get this. So this is the one time that she didn't wear anything red, and she wore blue.
Yeah, she didn't get the memo. She forgot. She don't know yet.
But you know who got the memo? Their payback, Judgment Day, because it thanks to Jimmy. So
It's a good story for those who want to always harp on the story. It is good story building. I don't know how they've managed to tell this story for going on 3 years. I don't know how. But we are still telling the story of the bloodline 3 years later. It is, and Sami Zayn is still a part of it. That's the crazy part. Sami Zayn is still a part of the story.
I could have swore that storylines don't last that long.
Oh, Dark Kent said that. Yeah, but we don't listen to him.
Yeah, of course.
But the bloodline has been headline news since we started our show, or maybe even before that.
Facts. Absolutely.
So NXT. Yes, I slid this in here. Yes, NXT. Let me say this because I'm starting to watch both now. I'm not gonna constantly say I'm always gonna watch this shit, but yes, NXT.
Oh.
You guys started off very interesting when you had Cody Rhodes apparently book this, and I'm like, Cody Rhodes isn't the GM. So how did Cody Rhodes book this match so that Trick Williams was added to this match? However, Trick got fucked up.
Yeah, you see the story. You see Carmelo beating up his friend and turning heel. You see what's going on.
Don't you see what this is leading to?
You see what's going on.
Absolutely.
You see what's going on. By the way, I love it. I love how Trick is getting Trick is a bigger star than Dawkins. This is clear because we don't want to separate Montez from Dawkins because then Dawkins becomes the dude Tucker that used to be with Otis. That's who Dawkins becomes. But here, Trick is going to come out of this a star as well. This is NXT. I tried to tell y'all, and I'm so glad you're watching now. Is good wrestling. I tried to tell y'all.
Carmelo is going to be such a great dirty heel, and Trick is going to be the person.
He's going to be an amazing babyface. Whoop that Trick.
Whoop that
Trick.
Huh?
Whoop that Trick.
Yeah.
That Trick.
All
Stop.
right.
The only thing about NXT
do the song.
You have to watch NXT on mute because Booker T is horrible.
I do.
You have to watch it on mute. He is horrible.
You want to know what I found to be horrible, though? So, Brian Pillman put on this... Sorry, Brian Pillman. Lexis
That's
King.
exactly why it's not horrible. Because he's telling people like you to stop associating him with his father so he can make his own legacy.
Really? Okay, so stop associating us with his father, but then he wrestles like this.
And listen, he looks like him.
First, I really like this. I thought it was Joey Janela, but it's not Joey Janela. This is Lexis King.
He looks like his dad. He can't change.
He look like his dad? The man let himself go. He got a fucking makeover trying to look like a Chaz, and his stomach is sticking out like he's fucking Hank Hill.
He is leaning forward on the ropes. This is just a picture. Y'all are judging this man off of a picture.
Dude, the way that he's playing this is the right way. Because everybody thought, even myself, I thought it was stupid that he wasn't going in as a Pillman.
Not me.
He's embracing the fact that he's a Pillman. Everyone knows it, but he's denouncing the name, right? He spent more time in a hotel room than with me. So
he's gonna be in next week.
That's right.
So everyone knows he's Pillman, but he's
let's just kick. Although it's an odd night to pop up because there are 5 women's matches next week. For those of you that complain about female wrestling, NXT has 5.
Yeah, it took them long enough.
5.
It took them long enough.
Don't say that because nobody else is doing it. No one.
Impact.
Nobody else. No one.
Impact
Doesn't have 5 in one night. No, they don't. I watch Impact.
They have like 3, 4.
They've had 3, yes. And if the 4th one would be a dumb little tag team in the beginning, nobody's counting that. They maybe have.
They've done it more than WWE and AEW combined.
They never had 5 though. NXT's
hey, listen, it's fine. It's a special event. You know, they have to.
They didn't have to have 5 women's matches.
They didn't have to have this weird ass tag team match either.
Fellas, WWE had a whole women's pay-per-view. And a tournament.
I'm really mad at that.
And no one cared about it. Let's just call it spade a spade. Let me take this out. Nobody cared about the women's WWE Revolution pay-per-view.
Time out. But everyone watched the Mae Young Classic, though.
Okay, but hold on. John Quez is correct, though. Nobody cared about that pay-per-view. Everyone cared about the Mae Young Classic, though.
No, barely.
No. Wrestling fans like tournaments. That's point blank period.
Why do you think G1 is still going and people love that shit? Like, come on, bro.
We like
the Mae Young Classic was
a tournament.
This was fucking, by the way, like I said, so this is going to be happening next week with Chase Jew versus Tony D'Angelo and Stacks. I don't understand the storyline between it, but hey, it's what it is. And then Mello won.
Because the real storyline, by the way, for those who are wondering, are the females that are with Chase U currently, because Jace is trying to turn Shorty. Duke will probably end up turning with them on Chase. And that'll be how that goes. I can't wait till they bring Chase U up. They need to bring Chase up and pair him with the Alpha Academy. That's all I'm gonna say.
So Mello won the match, like we all knew. And that's that. And last thing but not least, Dynamite. Tony Storm, like I said, is probably doing the best work that she's ever done in her life. But however, she's not basically looked at it as anything.
I just want to say something real quick. This is the most WWE episode of Dynamite I've ever seen.
You had Jim Ross with a sit-down interview with Nick Wayne's mom, and Nick Wayne, which, by the way, was fucking hilarious. That was extremely fucking hilarious, okay? Let me just put that out there.
A bunch of funny, goofy things happened this night.
Pinta versus Jay White was not a bad match. Not a fucking bad match.
I'm glad you didn't say it was a banger. Thank you for being realistic.
The only thing I am going to say, though, is this man looks great with this belt.
I'm not doing this. We all know he's not winning this
the time. Bang Bang belt, right? It's called the Bang Bang belt.
It's not.
It's the Bang Bang belt.
It's not.
You're a hater.
I'm realistic. That man's not winning.
So. We also had the rebuttal from Adam Copeland, who I'm about to say, see, there's too many damn Adams. I'm about to literally do like what Janelle does. I'm gonna call him Edge.
We had
I was about to call Adam Cole. Like we had that little thing going on with PB and J and shit.
If AEW was able to call him Edge, they would get the draw they wanted.
It's crazy. Hikaru Shida went against her teacher yet again. No storyline for this woman.
That was not a bad match. See, he's not going to tell y'all that. That wasn't
a bad match. But however, I've seen it already way too fucking much. Why the fuck aren't you bringing up more women? Where the fuck is the rest of your women's division? Where's Nyla fucking Rose?
Everybody, that was a good match. You would ask about her.
Where's Thunder Rosa?
Nobody asked about that.
Where is Layla Hirsch?
Now that's a better question. That was the best person you've asked.
Or I got another one. Serena Deeb was in the back that night. Where's Serena Deeb?
Serena Deeb is the most underrated female wrestler in the world.
So I'm just curious. What happened to all the women in your division? I know there's injuries.
Play on TV every week though.
But listen, I know there are injuries. Where's Kira Hogan?
You can't put them all on TV at one time. Kira Hogan's fine. She was on Rampage 2 weeks ago.
Wow. Anyway. Where's Karen
What do you
Hogan?
want them to do? What do you want them to do?
Why aren't these women more like, being built up for something?
Why aren't these women building themselves outside of being on TV? Why aren't
How can they if they're not even basically on TV? They are basically doing what they have to do in the independent scene. So independent fans know who they are. However, when I'm looking at on my television, I'm not seeing shit.
Are they? Because then they would be on TV. They're not doing their job. They're not doing their job. None of those.
I'm not blaming the women for that.
Go on Twitter.
Which one of those women are superstars? Stop it. Which one of them? Jade was the biggest one that she left. Who's the superstar?
And that's the reason why she left. If you remember back in I think July or some shit, even before then, she literally had said it that they fucking up the bag. And it showed. They messed up the bag. Because if you look at it, AEW is, like I said, a traveling independent company.
If they don't have female superstars, why do you want them?
They're not going to have. They can't have female superstars. They're not fucking trying to work on building fucking female superstars.
They did have one, and they were on their way with Britt Baker, and they dropped the ball with her.
Man, listen.
They were on their way with Britt Baker.
You want to know what I need to know? What they're on the way with? What the fuck is this about?
I don't know why.
This is why I said that this man is probably behind the devil mask too. Because why are you walking around with an MJF still taped around your wrists?
Wardlow is trash. Do we really care? I'm so sick of Wardlow. I've never. Kent, do you like Wardlow? He's not here.
Yeah. He's probably reigning over fucking football. Sting announced his retirement. After the fucking thing with the Nick Wayne situation, we had a little brawl, and I didn't even know if anybody knew, but yes, he really broke this man's tooth. So imagine fucking growing up with this kid, fucking training him and everything, and then you're the one of the reasons why he has a whole fucking broken tooth right now. Now another thing was the Kenny Omega and Kyle Fletcher.
Jamie Hayter was a star, but was she a superstar? Was she?
No, she's not a superstar.
Nah.
So Kyle Fletcher and Kenny Omega delivered a great fucking match. I think Kyle Fletcher is on his way. I don't know if I'd rather see him as a singles person or in the tag team.
He's a tag team guy. Let's cut it out. It was a good match, though. Absolutely correct. It was a great match.
Okay.
But
also, I know you saw the exchange between MJF saying 13 days. That would basically be, the time frame of where he becomes the longest AEW reigning champion.
And he should be.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind. Unless something happens, which I don't know is going to happen. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I missed. Oh, the Dynamite Dozen Battle Royal.
Toni Storm for being the most entertaining woman on the AEW roster.
With no storyline.
Still the most entertaining woman on the AEW roster.
Let's talk about this Dynamite Dozen Battle Royal, which we kind of already knew was going to be Juice Robinson.
But we knew everything. We knew it was going to come down to Juice versus Max. That was boring. Boring.
Jay White came out. He basically attacked MJF. People named Max. He attacked him. MJF got his belt back. He went to go and hit him. Ended up getting a low blow, and that was it. He ended up causing a distraction. Max got knocked out with the zirconium ring. And now you're going to have Juice Robinson versus MJF next week for the Dynamite Diamond Ring.
It's a cool little storyline. It doesn't have wings yet. It's just a little side story to Adam Cole and MJF because Adam Cole really...
I'm not going to lie, though. I'm going to say this. Jay White is cooking. I love it. Right. I think that him and MJF are actually cooking something really well right now. However, I needed to definitely intertwine within the Adam Cole storyline.
There is no way
somehow.
There's no way there's anything inside of you that can honestly feel like they're gonna walk away with any of those belts. Let's just be real.
Listen, bang bang,
the Ring of Honor tag team belt.
Bang bang gang. So let's give our final thoughts. So we all head out of here. We've been here for about 2 hours, and I appreciate everybody that's been here with us after us starting late too. We're your show. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate you. So what is your final thoughts?
We would have actually gotten done at 9:24 tonight, guys, if Jaquez wasn't so late.
What are your final thoughts?
That's one of them. My next final thought is thank you to everybody who's been supporting my music career. Y'all don't even realize during this podcast this year that I've had musically has been the best musical year of my life.
That you've had, bro, and you deserve everything.
And we're still dropping 2 more albums before the year is over.
And I better be on it.
You may be on the one Sinners producing. Gotta talk to him about that. Yeah. So my final thoughts, as always, as they have been the past month, is free Jack Perry. Free Jack Perry. Free Jack Perry. Oh, and go watch my video, Jared All-Star. So YouTube. It's the heartbeat video. Go watch it. Thank you.
Dark Kent.
Well, my final thoughts are thank you for everyone who tunes in every single Thursday. Episode 81 or 100. Love all you guys. If you don't have the album called JJ yet, please go cop it. It's on Apple Music for I believe $11 or $12.99. It's worth every penny. 13 songs of straight fire. Countdown until Cody Rhodes wins the world title. And once again, man, just thank you guys for being with us, talking this wrestling shit. And if you want to be a part of Wolfpack Hoops, drop your email here. We have eight people so far.
Oh, we have 8 people already?
Yo, what the hell?
Well, us 3 plus 5. So
okay. Wow.
So if you are a fan of basketball and you want to play fantasy basketball, drop your email.
Right now. Drop your email right now.
We will be drafting either Sunday evening or
Monday night. We will be drafting Monday night.
We're drafting Monday before Raw.
There we go.
Before Raw, after people get off work. So we're talking like 6
from 6 to 7, from 6:30 till about 7:30. Be ready to draft.
And the draft only takes about an hour and 20 minutes. So if you want to play basketball, let's do it. Next week.
Don't draft any Celtics or I'll kill you.
I'm drafting Jason Tatum first.
I guess you want me to make it.
Let's go, Nick.
Anyway, so you done? All right.
I'm done.
My final thoughts. Fuck Dark Kent. Fuck All-Star. I have to do that for my boy Jamie. Rest in peace. I do want to sit there and say that you're not the only person that has music coming out.
Good. That's good.
So I've been gathering all of my music that I've been ready to drop since last year, and I can finally say that the IM EP is going to be dropping within the next few weeks.
Can I ask, is this new music or music that you were holding on to?
Kind of music I was holding on to.
Oh, y'all don't cheer that. Y'all definitely go get the music, but don't cheer that. He still ain't working either.
I'm working.
Cheer the music, but don't cheer that.
This is all no, because one of them was actually recorded like earlier in the year, and I just never got a chance to drop it. And I don't think you're gonna like the song, so I can't really say it. But yes, there's a more than likely a lead single that is dropping and features my brother Alex the Alpha, and it's called FLIG, which is acronyms for Feel Like I'm God. So yes,
oh, yeah, I don't like this song already.
I know you don't. I know you're not.
I will not be advertising that one.
Well,
I know you won't, but there are other tracks on there that is going to be
if that's
very nice.
I'm dropping an album. All-Star, can you just write me some rhymes, please?
So if you guys want, you guys can definitely scan my code too.
Yeah, scan this code. Wait.
You know what I'm saying?
Scan that code over there.
Scan that code. You know what I'm saying? But yes. Well, that's our show. I appreciate all you guys for tuning in. You know what I'm saying? We'll be back next week, same time, same place. Well, not same time, probably earlier, but same channel. Definitely. You know what I'm saying? And like I said before, if you guys can, just make sure that you follow us on Twitch at Who Is Quez. That's WHOISQU3Z. Also at the Wolfpack Wrestling Podcast everywhere. That's Facebook, YouTube, Instagram.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Quick, I turned 36 in 2 hours. So.
Oh yes, that's right. So before the show ends, we are going to actually wish Dark Kent a happy birthday.
That's my video link, everybody. Y'all go watch that video. Run up the numbers for me. Seriously, like.
Run those numbers up.
Run those numbers up. All right. So, happy birthday, Dark Kent.
Appreciate y'all. Love you guys.
I heard her sis in the back. She said, happy birthday.
You did, yeah. We're gonna hit you up on your actual birthday, but
exactly. We'll hit you up in 2 hours. I'll think about it if I feel like it. I don't know if I like you. So. know what I'm saying? I might just say fuck you. I'm actually might just text you and say fuck your birthday. So who knows? But all right, guys. See you guys next week. Peace.